Welcome to the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. Good afternoon, I'm Jim Sewell. The Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets got their region schedule off to a great start last Friday night with a 31-0 shutout of the Brantley County Herons there in the Pinelands. The Jackets offense tallied over 400 yards rushing as the offensive line opened big holes for the backs to make huge gains against the Heron defense. Defensively, the Jackets harassed the Brantley County quarterback all night, leading to a shutout. And the highlight of the game, Fabian Valdelamar comes on to kick a school record 52-yard field goal right at the end of the first half. The slate gets tougher as we head on the road to take on the number 3 ranked Thomasville Bulldogs in another Region 1A Division I matchup. Down the road at Thomasville, a note that kickoff Friday night will be at 8 p.m. We'll take a break now, get some words from our sponsors. We'll be back with player interviews after this time out on the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy.
When you need to tackle everyday health and wellness, Stan's Pharmacy is the place to go. Conveniently located off the Douglas Highway with 3 drive-through windows, Shemaine Ramey and staff are ready to serve you. From flu shots to prescriptions to vitamins and over-the-counter essentials, we want to keep you healthy and in the game. Stan's Pharmacy is also Hazelhurst's local provider for scrubs. Stop by to get your scrubs and prescriptions today. Come save at Stan's and go Jackets.
Jeff Davis High School would like to thank our alumni sponsors: Whitfield and Breedlove, PC, Renaissance Bank, Dr. Gina Roberts, Davis Farm and Garden, Ragland Timber Company, Southside Baptist Church, Maze and Blaze Metal Masters, Stapleton Legacy Farms, Baby and Me.
At Altima Hall Bank and Trust, we strive to help you live your best life. That means offering loans for nearly any dream or goal. With competitive rates, local processing, and quick decisions, we can customize a loan to fit your needs. This is Misty Boatwright, Relationship Manager at the Hazelhurst branch. Come see me today at 57 North Tallahassee Street or visit our website at altimahall.bank. And let's work together to achieve your financial goals. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. Joining me now is Bryce Bohannon. Bryce, thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Bryce, a sophomore, offensive, defensive lineman for the Yellow Jackets. Bryce, a big performance from the offensive line. Last 2 games, really, over 400 yards on the ground by our offense against Brantley County, and you guys just dominated the line of scrimmage. Tell us a little bit about that game and how y'all were able to open such huge holes for your running backs.
Yes, sir. It's just simple. We just go out there, play our own game, use our fundamentals that Coach Helton and Coach Nail teaches us, and we just use what they give us, and it turns out very well for us.
I know Coach Helton and Coach Nail, you mentioned, both are very much into those small fundamentals, because the small things lead to big things. So tell us a little bit about some of the things you do as far as footwork and working together as one unit.
Yes, sir. That's like we get up under the chute every day and we work on our footsteps, roll right, roll left, whatever they have us do. And I really just think when we do that as a group, it really just brings us closer in what we're supposed to do, and it gives us more confidence to do as what we're supposed to do.
I know you guys work hard, but you got some explosive backs behind you: Kobe Hill, R.J. Sims, of course, Ian Griffin, and Jacob Laney, Messiah Swinson, J.J. Benjamin. You guys give those guys a little bit of opening, they can turn a 3-yard play into 30.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how that makes you feel when you see that guy down the field just ripping it out for 20, 30 yards.
Well, I mean, it's all just a good feeling when you get up from a block or look back over your shoulder from a pass or whatever, and see your guy running down the sideline for a touchdown. It's a really good feeling to be able to get down there and get a PAT going.
So you guys, we got a sophomore, another sophomore, your sophomore, Mark Durden, sophomore quarterback, having to learn a rather complicated offense, and he's picking up pretty quickly, but I know he's had a comfort level with you guys in front that whatever he calls, you guys are going to make it happen.
Yes, sir. He's doing really good, and I feel like he's got enough confidence in us to protect him and what we do for him.
You had a visit the other day to Georgia Southern, kind of getting your feet wet in this recruiting situation as a sophomore, a long ways to go yet. Tell us a little bit about your experience going to Georgia Southern.
It was a good experience. I mean, I went out there to watch a football game, didn't think I was going to get an offer from them. I mean, that's all I was there to do was watch a game and be with my family and
Right.
have a good time, but things turned out better than what we thought.
Well, you got a family connection at Georgia Southern, I know.
Yes, sir.
Matthew Wise and
Yes, sir.
your stepbrother, is that right?
Just Matthew Wise.
That's Matthew Wise?
Yes.
Okay. But tell you what, he's been a big part of this program over the years, and I know that helps you out as you're looking towards Georgia Southern.
Yes, sir. He keeps me connected with a bunch of stuff they do, and I feel like that grows a bigger relationship with them over the time. So he really helps out a lot.
Okay. Big game coming up with Thomasville on the road, a long road trip. How you guys going to prepare on that long bus ride from Hazelhurst to Thomasville?
You know, it's easy. Just lay down on the bus, get you a nap, and if we do what the coaches has taught us to do and take our fundamentals with us, I feel like it's going to turn out pretty good for us.
I think so too. Well, Bryce, thank you for coming and talk with us.
Thank you for
Have a
having me.
good game on Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Bryce Bohannon, sophomore offensive defensive lineman for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Going to take a timeout, get some words from our sponsors. We'll be back with more player interviews on the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy.
The Bank of Hazelhurst is Jeff Davis County's only locally owned and operated bank, serving their friends and family since 1906. They offer a wide array of services, including personal, commercial, and electronic banking services, along with mortgage and ag lending. For more information on the services they offer, call them at 912-375-4228. Download their banking app or contact them online at bankofhazelhurst.com. The Bank of Hazelhurst. When others have their branches, they have their roots.
This is home, right here in District 157. I was born and raised on these county roads, and among the people who still believe in hard work, respect, and faith. I have spent the last 30 years serving the community through my businesses, through public service, and as the Tattnall County Coroner. I have never left. I've never had a home outside of this district. I believe our part of Georgia matters, and our value deserves a voice in the state capitol. I am not running against anyone. I'm running for the people I've always served. I am Bradley B. Anderson, and with your help, I am ready to take our values to Atlanta.
Welcome back to the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. Joining me now is Fabian Valdelamar, senior, kicker, punter, for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Fabian, I know the crowd was thrilled. I knew you had to be thrilled. End of the half, 52-yard field goal, which is a school record. Take us through the kick.
It was amazing. 52-yarder, got on the field. Looked short sometimes, but it's pretty long way.
Right.
And I was locked in. I wasn't nervous. I had missed a field goal before that. I just really think it's a bad call. I think it's still winning.
It was close. It had the distance, but
Yeah.
it just was drifting a little bit.
I was there, get the snap, hold, did what I needed to do mentally, got the kick there.
Well, it takes, you got to deliver the kick, but you got a couple other guys involved. You got your snapper, you got your holder. All three of you guys, those two guys have got to do their job before you get to the point of kicking the ball. Tell us a little bit about how the timing that you three have been able to establish.
It's just really good timing. I really think nobody in the state can get a hand on the kick. We've just been on it for practice every day, getting timing right. It's really fast.
I know Aiden Den is your holder. Who's your snapper now?
Ty Ray.
Ty Ray? All right, so Ty continues to snap.
Yes, sir.
So you got, you got a young guy up there snapping the ball, and that's where it all starts. If he doesn't put it in on the spot there, it's going to blow the whole thing up.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
All right, you also handle the punting duties for the Jackets, and several times this year you've come on and gotten off long punts, have flipped field position, and in some of these games coming up, like Thomasville, Worth County down the road, that battle of field position can be a big part of the game. Tell us about your, developing into a punter.
Yeah, so this year is really my first year punting. Just had to get a lot of reps on it. You just need to drop the ball good. Bad drop, the whole punt is bad. It's really about it.
Well, that's the thing that I've noticed coming out, being your first year punting, is the consistency with you're striking the ball. It seemed like every time that you're hitting it solid and getting 35, 40 yards or better on the kick. So again, tell us a little bit about that middle part of the game, knowing that we flip the field position, that could be a key part in turning the game around.
Yes, sir. I just always think about just kicking it away from the receiver, getting yards, make sure it has a good roll, just getting it away and deeper.
Got a huge game coming up Friday night against Thomasville, 2 top 10 ranked teams. We got to make a long road trip. What you going to do on the bus on the way down there?
First of all, I'm gonna get my pillow and blanket, put my headset on, listen to music on the way,
And just chill.
All
right.
Yes, sir.
Know you guys have been working hard this week. How's practice going as you're getting prepared for a big game like this?
A lot of mental reps. Got to keep everything sharp. No errors. There'll be error here and there, but just get the bad kicks away and be ready for Friday night.
All right. Well, we're going to need a big crowd in Thomasville Friday night, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell the fans what you need them to do.
Everybody, let's go and make the drive. It's going to be worth it.
Fabian Del Villamar, senior kicker for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets, owner of the now school record 52-yard field goal coming up Friday night. We'll take another break, get some words from our sponsors. This will be the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. EP American Footwear in Hazelhurst is proud to be a part of the Hazelhurst Jeff Davis community and are proud sponsors of all Jeff Davis County sports. If you're looking for a great job with a great company, they are hiring for all shifts. You can apply in person Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 10 North Gill Street in Hazelhurst. Go Jackets from all the folks at EP American Footwear of Hazelhurst. Go Jackets!
Your eyes are your window to the world around you, and good vision is important to everyone. At Southern Eye Care, you can count on their expertise in treating all types of vision problems to help you see your best. From glasses to contact lenses, from surgical vision correction to treatment of eye disease and injury, their team is here to help take care of your eyes. Your vision matters at Southern Eye Care in Hazelhurst. Call them for an appointment at 912-375-2516 or visit them online at southernEyeCarePC.com.
Welcome back to the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. Joining me now is senior Latrell Sellers. Latrell, thanks for coming. Linebacker, tight end, all around good guy. Tell us a little bit about Friday night against Brantley County. Every time I looked up, you were in the backfield just all over the quarterback. Tell us a little bit about the defensive effort to get a shutout against a team like Brantley County.
Yes, sir. We just had something to prove. Last year we lost a game we shouldn't have lost. And we had a lot of people doubting us, so we had something to prove. We had a chip on our shoulder, and we know how capable you are of stopping people, so that's what we did.
Jamari Wilcox, Kobe Hill, you in the linebacker spots. Boy, I tell you what, y'all just reestablished the tempo of the game. I looked several times, the quarterback was looking for just some open place to throw the ball because he had nowhere to go with it.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about how y'all developed that pressure to get on the quarterback so frequently in that game.
Well, we have a pressure script every day at practice, so we work it a bunch, but it's really about how you time it up and the move you do when you get to the blocker.
The defense really stood out as far as just, it seemed like everybody was on their script.
Yes, sir.
Like, there were no breakdowns in responsibilities. the quarterback was harassed because he had nobody to throw to. The coverage downfield had been tremendous.
Yes, sir.
All right, offensively, the Jackets rolled up over 400 yards on the offense. In tight end position, you have those offensive linemen block for over 400 yards rushing. Tell us about your blocking assignments and how, especially out on the edge, create that gap to let Ian Griffin takes off on those 50-yard runs.
I just like to get inside them pads. I mean, I'm a pretty physical guy. I mean, I'm a linebacker, so once I get inside them pads, take them to the sideline, they go back to the bus.
Okay. All right. Big effort there on offense. But things get really tough this week. The number 3 ranked Thomasville Bulldogs, we have to make that long road trip. Ask the other guys, once you get on the bus, you got about 2.5 hours. What you're going to be doing?
Put on my headphones, get ready for the game, and take me a nap, get rested up.
Get chilled out and they're ready.
Yes, sir.
When you tell us how a long bus ride, 2.5 hours, you get to the stadium, you've spent that downtime. How easy is it to flip the switch and get into game day mode?
It's pretty easy for me. I mean, I set an alarm and I try to wake up about 30 minutes before so I can get my mind right for the game. So it's pretty easy for me.
We've talked about it before. You're committed to South Florida. I know they're off to a great season this year. That's probably something that you're really looking at. Tell us a little bit about how this situation has developed with South Florida and the connection you guys have made.
Well, we've made a great connection. I mean, everything they told me in my recruiting process, it was true. And like the way they say they do stuff is true. They go out there, they bust their butt every day, they work hard, they don't give up, and they play all 4 quarters, and that's what you need in the program.
All right, well, we need some busting butt and getting after it Friday night against the Thomasville Bulldogs. We need good support from the fans too, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Tell them what you need them.
Y'all be there and support us, be loud for us.
All right, you heard it from Latrell Sellers, senior linebacker, tight end for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Thank you, Latrell, for coming to join us today.
Thank you.
One more time out before Coach Helton comes in. This is the Jeff Davis Coaching Show brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy.
Dr. Kurt Monsiak and his staff at the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic have proudly served this community as the original walk-in clinic for your sick visit needs and as volunteer sports medicine for all our Jeff Davis athletics since 2014. Whether at the clinic, on the sidelines, courtside, mat side, or on the diamond, Dr. Kirk is always ready to help. Give him a call at 912-375-4884 or pop in at 22 Cross Street in Hazelhurst, behind Jeff Davis Hospital. God bless and go Jackets from the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic.
With over 40 years experience in the pallet industry, Pallet One Inc. is the nation's largest single-source, asset-based pallet manufacturer. Pallet One has over 90 company-owned wood packing and pallet manufacturing operations across the U.S., including Hazelhurst, Georgia. The company also offers customized services, including wood packaging, design, engineering, and testing, and is an industry leader in robotic and automated pallet manufacturing processes. Pallet One provides unmatched quality and expertise as an industry leader. Pallet One focuses on continuous improvement while producing and delivering pallets at the lowest price possible.
Premier is here. Premier Heating and Air offers exceptional value on service and sales of HVAC systems, indoor air quality, insulation, and much more. Local service by neighbors just like you and me. Premier Heating and Air is built on the core value, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. Experience the Premier difference. Log on to premierishere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
All right, Coach Helton, we're back here on the Coaches Show. Big win, Brantley County, a game that we kind of fell on our face last year down there. But 31-0 shutout overall performance. Kind of take us through that, the effort, the execution, just the overall performance for the game.
Yeah, I thought that the number one thing is coming off of a bye week, you're always a little nervous about that. You find yourself in a rhythm, then a bye week comes, and all of a sudden, it's been 2 weeks since you played. So, I thought coming out, we went 3-0 to start the game offensively, and I felt like we had to refine the rhythm. The bye week was really good for us defensively. To kind of get back to the basics of who we are, get some guys healthy. But overall, Brantley County has always been such a tough opponent for us. They play us so hard. They give it their all, and I thought that they were ready when they got to us. I was proud that our kids were able to kind of withstand and handle things. We were able to put up 400 yards of offense. We were able to get a shutout defensively, but it wasn't pretty easy yards. You know, there was some work involved. Anytime you can go get that kind of thing off your back, you feel good about it. And I'm really proud of how our kids are playing. Last week was a week where we had a few distractions and we were able to overcome it. But overall, for me, at this midpoint of our season, our focus has got to be on hitting on all cylinders and finding the true identity of who we are moving forward and cutting the fluff and getting down to the brass tacks of this is what our football team does. And we better not waste a lot of time on Friday with that opponent we've got coming up.
Talking about getting down to what this team does, almost 400 yards on the ground alone.
Yeah.
Tell us how this offensive line there, the physicality that we see them play with.
Yeah.
I know that's something near and dear to your heart.
Yeah. You know, our line of scrimmage is always, in my opinion, where our team starts and stops. Being an O-line guy and having the great Coach Nail back with us on the offensive line has been huge. And defensively, bringing in Cody Jones a few years ago has been just such a big move for our program. But our line of scrimmage is, in my opinion, if you're going to ask your team to be selfless, it starts there. If you're going to ask your team to play the right way, it starts there. Because those kids in our program, you know, everybody likes to talk about Coach Helton being hard on kids. You know who I'm really hard on? Them dudes every day.
Right.
Because they're with me all day, every day. So they really take on that personality, and I think that their love for each other has extended out into this football team. And what I love about this group offensively is when you watch somebody make a run, there's going to be an O-lineman from Jeff Davis there to congratulate them first.
Right.
And that's what makes it so special. The position itself is the most selfless position in sports, and that's why I love it so much. But overall, they have been tone setters for us. They're really young. You know, we got 2 seniors on it. We've got 2 sophomores and a junior with another sophomore that's playing a lot. And they've, up to this point, I think in a lot of people's minds, they've overachieved a little bit. But for us, it's about keeping the main thing, and letting those guys continue to get better week in and week out.
Your young sophomore quarterback, Mark Durden, looks like he's really growing, developing. The quarterback's got to be the leader on offense. Tell us how he's developed leadership skills at such a young point in his career.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's done a great job. Number one, he's a dynamic athlete when the ball is in his hands. I think for him, it's about maturity in the position. You know, every snap he takes is another snap where he's preparing and getting better in that position because he's just so youthful. The first time he's ever done it. His natural playmaking ability is huge. But the truth is, I think that there's a maturity there that you like to see, and he's not perfect. We've got to continue to grow his leadership skills. But the way you lead is more important than if you're willing to. A lot of people are willing to get on to folks, but the way you lead is so important.
Right.
And people gravitate to Mark, but we still, as proud of him as we are, because I'm so proud of him, I still want him to go mature and chase greatness. Don't be satisfied with where he currently is, because as a sophomore, that's really difficult with the amount of success he's had.
You got a lot of football yet to play.
Absolutely.
Your defense, shutout performance. It looked like every time I looked up, there was somebody in the quarterback's face. Every time he dropped back, you're getting great coverage on the back end. Tell us a little bit the overall defensive performance. You had to be very pleased with that.
Yeah, I thought our linebackers flew around really well. I thought we gave up some big runs and some moments that really kind of weren't advantageous to us. But the deal defensively for us is they believe in what we're doing. They believe in that staff, and our coaches believe in the schematic part of the defense. And at the end of the day, every defense has holes, you know. But you got to know where they are. You got to know who you are as a defense. And Coach Williams has done a great job of conveying that message to our kids. And, you know, what makes him so special at what he does is Jeff Davis football is truly a part of his DNA. His daddy played here. He played here. He's been with me from the beginning, and I have total confidence in how he leads that room and leads that unit, and the kids believe in him. And for me, the family aspect of that defensive pursuit has been great. Now, there's some things we got to clean up, but halfway through, the midpoint through of this season, I'm really proud of what he's done, because he's had, what folks don't realize is he's had some catastrophic injuries to that side of the ball. Losing a defensive player of the year last year to an injury, losing a Mike linebacker to a season-ending injury. So he's had to overcome and adjust, and I think he's done such a great job.
Right. Special teams, I know, is another part of the game that's very big in your book. Fabian Valdelamar set a school record with a 52-yard field goal. He's also on the year 100% on point afters. You kind of forget those until you miss one, and it turns out to be a big point in the game. Tell us how it is. What a big part that knowing that guy's almost automatic when he runs out on the field.
It's huge, because it takes some stress off of you as an offensive play caller. As Coach Austin Oliver and myself were communicating on Friday nights, and we're talking situations and we're talking about what we're seeing, it's nice to have a guy that's a 4-year starter like Fabian Valdelamar that you know where your spot is. If we can get it to this spot, we got a chance to come away with points. You know, we still live by the adage here that if the ball leaves the kicker's foot, it's good. That means you didn't turn it over.
Right.
You punt it, you get to flip the field position. Extra points, field goals. If the ball leaves the foot, it's a good drive. And so Fabian on Friday, you know, he had a strong kick on that first missed field goal.
Might have kicked it harder and better than the first
Sure.
than when he made.
So, you know, we knew he had the leg. We knew that we had the spot of the field where he liked, from the right area on the hashes that he liked. But it was the distance, you know, for me, I was still going, golly, a lot of bad things can happen. I was thinking kick six. I was thinking all of these things, block.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you got to have faith in your people. So we called the timeout. We love him up. Brantley was a little upset. And then they called and tried to ice it. And I think that was exactly the motivation that lit a fire under Fabian. And that 52-yard field goal, I really believe this, Jim. I think it's going to be hard-pressed to ever be broken.
You're right about that.
I mean, that is a impressive feat. And he deserves, as much as he's done for us, he deserves the opportunity to be in those record books. And it gave our kids a jolt.
Right.
And it allowed us to come back out at halftime and do our thing. And I'm just really, really proud of who he is as a player. And it just is a shot in the arm to our special teams attack, because you, like you alluded to earlier, that phase of the game is one we feel like we can't lose if we're going to have a chance to win.
And we don't overlook him in the punting game, how often he's split the field for us.
He's humongous there. You know, our punt game has kind of made a shift this year, but it's because of the leg and how the ball comes off his foot. So he is a blessing to have on this team.
Going to look forward to the big game with the Thomasville Bulldogs coming up after this timeout. This is the Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. From crisp autumn days to twinkling holiday nights, Treetop Farm is the place to be. Stroll our fall markets, pick the perfect pumpkin, dare to wander the haunted forest, and join in the harvest fun on Ray Hill Road. See this holiday season at Treetop Farm. Go Jackets!
Williams Brothers Trucking is now hiring qualified CDL Class A licensed drivers with at least 2 years over-the-road tractor-trailer experience.
Williams Brothers Trucking has an excellent benefits package. They have quarterly bonuses. They have great insurance. They offer flexibility as far as your work schedule. You're not really pressured into starting at any certain time throughout the day.
Be home every day with family-owned and operated Williams Brothers Trucking. Apply now online.
Go Jackets!
Welcome back to the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. Well, Coach, I know coaches don't put much stock in middle of the season rankings, but the fans do.
Yeah.
So you got the number 9 ranked Yellow Jackets against the number 3 ranked Bulldogs. We have to go to their house to play. That long bus ride. Not only top 10 rankings for both teams, but a huge showdown in the region. And you know, all the playoff and seeding implications that comes with that. Just tell us what Friday nights entails.
Yeah, I mean, Friday night is a huge night for both organizations. It's homecoming for Thomasville. For us, it's another chance to play a blue blood in the state. You know, that's my favorite part about this job, is playing these traditional powers. And for me, it's an opportunity for our kids to once again be confident. There's no doubt Thomasville is such a talented team. Jonathan DeLay and those guys do a tremendous job. From a fundamental standpoint, they're advanced offensively. Defensively, they are simulating pressures. They're rolling coverage. They know everything they want to do. They're twisting D linemen. They take football serious there. When you talk about a football school in the state of Georgia, you think of Thomasville High School.
A national championship in 5
Right.
states, you know.
So for us, it's an opportunity to go put ourselves against that type of opponent and to see where the chips fall. You know, the truth is, 9 years ago when we played Thomasville for the first time, I thought we were so starstruck in that playoff game. We hadn't made the state playoffs in
16 years.
A long time. You know, you got put in that situation there where you played them in a Monday night play-in game to break the playoff streak, got in, then turn around and played Thomasville. So for us, I think it is about feeling and understanding that we belong in this region and we belong in these type of matchups. Now, the truth is, it ain't about what anybody says. It's about, do our kids believe?
Right.
And are they willing to go put forth the strength? Because it's going to take strain to go have yourself an opportunity to win against Thomasville High School. Man, they are so talented, and they do a great job of when they smell blood in the water, they can attack it. And so it is a huge contest, but at the end of the day, it's about us. The truth is, my center, Tyree, one of them sophomores, says it best. If we play bad, it don't matter.
Right.
Anybody can beat us. And if the truth is, if we play good, we'll have a chance to go compete with everybody we play. So those are the things for us to keep the main thing, focus through and be about this brotherhood of Jeff Davis football, and let's see where the chips fall.
You mentioned their strength, their dedication,
Yeah,
their fundamentals. Obviously, they're loaded with speed as always. But how big a factor is the depth that they have? I mean, they're 88 players deep on a roster.
Yes, I think that the depth is huge. You know, they've got one guy that plays on both sides of the football. We got about 6. They do a great job of pressing and letting their depth win with the tempo in which they play on offense. Man, it's so fast. And it's rhythmic. It's like a sewing machine, how accurate it is. And all of a sudden, they turn around and they're like a bunch of rabid dogs on defense. So the depth and the tradition there. The one thing about Thomasville High School, you know, is this: when they put on that red helmet with that white face mask, they know they're going to have a chance to win. And football is extremely important to that community. So I think every boy in Thomasville, when they're born, is given a red or a blue football jersey. And it's just, that's what they do.
That's what they do.
You know? So we got to continue to handle our business the right way and compete for those things. Be different enough and controlled enough in who we are to put ourselves in a position to win that game.
For the Jackets, of course, probably you can write these same keys to success every week. Control the tempo.
Yeah.
Limit the turnovers. And win the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
How big is that going to be?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I think that it's, offensively, it starts and stops with establishing the fullback. When you get the fullback going, you're going to have a chance in any game. Defensively, I think we've got to be able to get them to third down. We've got to be able to handle the tempo and the high-level packages that they run offensively. And we've got to be able to neutralize the kicking game. I think that is very important. They take their kicking game at Thomasville very, very serious. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to try to get blocks. They're going to do what they do. You understand when you go play a player that is as talented as number 8 from Thomasville, he's going to have a chance to make his plays. But you've got to try to corral him as well as you can. You got to be able to handle the supporting cast. And ultimately, we've got to be mature enough to, when bad things happen, to flush it and play the next play. I think that is imperative in contests like tomorrow.
That mental approach, we talked to the players about the long road trip, long bus ride, and then you're going into one of the storied stadiums in Georgia High School football. How do you get your players in the right mental frame of mind to flip that switch from chilling out on the bus to let's go play a football game?
Yeah, I think the number one thing is this: if we're so excited about the pregame meal that it's the best part of Friday, boys, we're gonna be in trouble. You know, so we got to keep the main thing the main thing. We got to break the trip up. We got to make sure that we're compartmentalizing all the stops that we have while we keep the main thing the main thing. It ain't about the trip, it's about how you play. You know, the venue of Thomasville is something that we've talked about some. I want our kids to be prepared and excited about the venue.
Right.
Don't let the venue swallow you up. You know, at the end of the day, the football field is 100 yards long, 120 with the end zones. It's 53 and a third yard wide, just like ours. It don't matter. Get out there and be about this brotherhood. Take away the elements that are a home field advantage and focus on our brotherhood and their brotherhood. And when we can put our focus on our brotherhood, it's going to matter.
You know they're going to have a rabid crowd.
Yes.
Boy, I tell you what, it's going to be a big challenge for our folks to match it.
Yeah, man, it's huge. We need everybody in Navy and Gold and Jeff Davis County to show up in Thomasville tomorrow night. Come get you something good to eat along the way. Come cheer on the boys in blue. When we took this thing over 9 years ago, games like this are what our town was dying to get back into.
Absolutely.
Don't take these types of games for granted.
They don't come along that often.
No, these types of games are some that can be memories that are forever, and our crowd's participation in these games can be the swinging factor.
Well, Coach, I think we're all in for Friday night.
Let's go find a way, man. When you're wearing Navy, you're as good as gold. Go Jackets.
Go Jackets. Coach Lance Hampton here on the Jeff Davis Coaches Show, brought to you by Stan's Pharmacy. Good night, everybody.